Welcome back to Living Local. You can make choosing your wedding cake one of the highlights of your wedding planning. Between browsing designs, talking about flavors, and enjoying the all-important cake tasting, this can be one of the more indulgent steps for a bridal couple mapping out their big day. And here in studio to talk about it is Robin Connor Hunt, owner of Le Cake Design Studio. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So excited to talk about cakes. We were talking about a little bit before, just got engaged this weekend, so this is going to be valuable information for me as well. Super exciting stuff. So tell me a little bit about Le Cake Design Studio.
So I've been making wedding cakes professionally for 17 years now. I started when my daughter was young. She got ill, and so I had to be home with her for longer than 6 months. So I decided I didn't want to go back to work. And then I actually have been making cakes since I was 14. And so it just really just hit hard. I was making and designing cakes. I'm self-taught, and my neighbor was worked at the River Center and asked if I want to do the Bridal Expo. And so I made all these cakes. Hadn't even made a wedding cake yet. I did the Bridal Expo, and it just hit hard. And that's how it started.
Yeah, just found your passion for it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really awesome. Well, we can talk a little bit about the cakes that you brought here today, and a little bit about what you guys offer at Le Cake Design Studio.
All right. Well, this cake is a real simple, easy, elegant design.
Very elegant.
This is a buttercream pipe bottom with the 2 tiers on top. Our fondant, but could definitely be buttercream. It's just easier on a fake cake to put fondant on styrofoam.
Yeah.
And then we have gum paste flowers, gold berries, just a real simple, elegant cake. This is a type of cake that a lot of brides would love to have.
And they wouldn't know it at home, but it does smell really good too.
Yeah.
I love that buttercream
well,
smell.
You still have all the sugar on the outside. And then
yummy.
This is another elegant design. We got an all pearl, loaded pearl bottom with the gum paste flowers and berries and filler flowers. And this here is a chocolate cake with raspberry filling. This is a cake that I'm offering on Valentine's Day. I'll be putting that on my page shortly with all the details, flavor options, and the price.
Okay, yeah, tell us a little bit about the flavor options that you guys have
for
cakes.
The most popular flavor is vanilla almond. It always has been and has remained. I introduced lemon at the Bridal Expo about 4 years ago, and now 80% of my brides get lemon cake.
Really?
It just blows my mind.
Lemon cake?
Lemon cake with options of raspberry filling. My favorite is lemon cake with orange sherbet buttercream. Is wonderful. With lemon curd as another layer on the inside is wonderful.
It's getting fancy.
My family's favorite is marble because that's a secret to that. I'm not going to say what's in it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not just your average marble. That's actually what this one is. We have, of course, red velvet. Spice cake with Bailey's buttercream is a really popular combination in the fall.
Yeah.
So really the flavor options are endless. I mean, I don't try to be like 33 flavors. I try to be really rich flavors, concentrated in the cake being moist, and that's what I'm all about.
Yeah, absolutely. So
and I'm also known for my buttercream.
I love buttercream.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with the original. So with the cake fillings, what kind of options do people have for fillings, and how often do you see people getting the filling in a cake?
Maybe about a little less than half will have fillings, but you're not going to have fillings for every tier.
Right.
Because not all your guests are going to want fillings. Some people like them, some don't. But your average fillings are going to be raspberry, strawberry, the curds, lemon curd. I also have a lime curd and a lemon lime curd. The different flavors of buttercreams, of course, chocolate. I have actually not ganache, but I do ganache, but also I have a ganache buttercream. And so really the different flavors of buttercreams are really, really, really popular.
Yeah, for sure. So what kind of trends have you been seeing recently with couples and cakes? Because the cake from the 80s is probably not the same as a cake someone's going to see in 2019.
No, basket weave is gone.
Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye basket weave.
Yeah. So the trends I'm going to talk about, people would probably think that's strange.
Yes.
But a big trend is a cement type of buttercream.
Cement?
Yes, it looks like cement, and it has cracks in it. And one of the cakes you'll be showing, I have like cracks going up, but I filled it in with jewels to make it a little bit different for this one particular bride. But yeah, cracks with spring-like flowers coming from the cracks. It's just Google it, it's gorgeous. Some other trends are some of the colors are trends, like coral is the big color for this year. Geometric shapes are really, really big, with actually gold cutouts to place on the cake. Greenery is a big trend. foliage, greenery. That's about, I mean, there's all sorts of hot trends all over, but it kind of also depends on where you're from and the type of cake designer you are.
So you talked a lot about kind of earthy designs like geocakes and leafy cakes. Where do you think
Boho cakes too are really big, yeah.
Okay, where do you think these trends come from?
It comes from people that are throwing them out there, actually. Some of the articles that the Not Right brings them out there. Fresh fruit is going to be another trend that you're going to see this year, as opposed to maybe flowers on rustic cakes. That's going to be a big one.
Yeah, your cakes look absolutely beautiful. Really cool. Is this the geocake you're talking about here?
That's it's called a geode, okay? And then when it came out, Vicki came from a little design cake company, came out with that after the geode cake hit big in May of 2016. But that's just a geode, and she used it as a topper on a cake.
Looks really cool. Yeah, that's really, really awesome stuff for us. So what about cake tastings? What couples getting into a cake tasting, what can they expect whenever they sign up for one?
Okay, well, when you have the tasting consult, for me it's a $35 fee for that. We come in and we talk about their entire reception, because the whole goal is to make the wedding cake the centerpiece of the reception. So we talk about your colors, we talk about your Pinterest, we talk about, well, Pinterest, you know.
Super popular.
Who doesn't have a Pinterest?
I have a Pinterest, I do.
And we talk about cake flavors. We start with tasting 3 cake flavors. And you want to ask your baker, you know, questions. You want to ask them, you know, maybe when do they start baking the cake? Of course, you want to know about their flavors and fillings.
Right.
But you're trying to pull out as much information as you can, you know, from the couple. You're not really going to get a cake design done that day. I mean, it's possible, but usually a second meeting needs to take place, because you need to get as much inspiration from them as possible. You know, you talk about their centerpieces that they have at the reception. Are they working with a planner? What's the planner doing? What are they bringing in? Sometimes they bring in trees with jewels. I mean, you get all the information and then you design.
Perfect. Wonderful, wonderful. Really quickly here before we go, we're going to do a quick cake testing ourselves. I want to make sure we get to that. And as we do that, you can tell us just a little bit about how can couples make picking a wedding cake stress-free and fun?
Well, first of all, it starts with them.
Yeah.
You know, some brides are a little more stressed out than others, but the cake should be the funnest part of, you know, the cake or the wedding journey.
It looks delicious. Smells good, too.
Thank you.
Yeah, so coming prepared, having that Pinterest page ready, all of that jazz. And my goodness.
They just need to make it fun. Just be prepared as much as you can. Get ready to ask questions.
The raspberry filling in there, too?
Yeah, some raspberry.
Oh, man, that looks delicious. Cool. Be prepared and get ready to enjoy some delicious food.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being here today. Oh.
Thank you.
So good. I can't even finish. If you'd like more information for planning your wedding cake or next event, go to lacakedesignstudio.weebly.com. We're also going to have all these details posted on our website, ourquadcities.com. More living local after this.